Hey guys, today Thursday, August 20th. Let's take a look at the market. The S&P 500 today, again, this is a very low volatility market. Very low, not very. It's hard to trade in this market. I haven't been trading for a long time. I've just been holding my positions, and that's about it. And not much to say besides just holding on to your position. Nasdaq today. Sorry, this is not Nasdaq. Nasdaq, same story, much stronger than the S&P 500. But again, the leading stocks today, the Apple, Google, Amazon, the big techs are going up and up and up, and especially for the celebrity stocks like Tesla is going for is at all-time high, more than 2,000. I think Tesla right now is at a point that is 10 times from the bottom, about 10 times from the bottom. So there might be some profit taking that's coming up for Tesla. But we have to see some sort of consolidation at a certain level before making the decision on the next move for your portfolio. So if you do still have Tesla, hold on to it. 2,000 is a big number, but it's not that much of a. It's only 5 times from the bottom from March, but it's more than 10 times since the bottom of last year. And I did buy at 187 for Tesla, and I sold it here. Unfortunately, I didn't really buy much back at the bottom. That's just my mistake. I should have. And yeah, so Tesla right now, hold on to it, and this could go. I don't know how far it could go, right? You never know. And judging from the market structure, if you look at this, we have one dip and second one. So we are actually at the second one. We have one dip and second one here. So we could be here, and for all I know, we could be in a market structure wise, we could be here. Right? Then we have a very long consolidation after that for Tesla. That was a multi-year consolidation. So Tesla at 2,000, I think that is a fair value for the company. Right now, the market cap is about $373 billion. So I think this company is worth about $500 billion, just judging from the technology, from the future, from the future, all that stuff. So currently, I think this company, Tesla, could potentially go to 500 billion. Given Google, let's see how much Google is worth. Google is 1 trillion, right? 1 trillion. So Tesla could be worth half of Google, which makes sense, right? But as soon as you get to a 500 billion market cap, it's gonna be very difficult for this to climb. For example, Google, when it reached 500 billion market cap, was about 2016. It took like 4 years for this to double, right? So once Tesla get to that particular point, 500 billion, which translates to 3,000 in terms of stock price, we will see some sort of slowdown or even correction. I don't even know if we can get there though for Tesla, but that is a potential possibility that most hedge fund managers are looking at. Other stocks like one of my favorite, API. Oh my god, API actually went up. I didn't buy enough of this, unfortunately. When it had an earning, it kind of came down. Had a nice retraction, and that was a good buy point. I didn't really add more to my position, unfortunately, and now the thing had took off quite a bit. I don't know where I can add. Can is just doing some low level consolidation, which is what I expect, and I don't think this will last long. And I think it makes sense if adding more at this point, in my opinion, a $2 one something for can. Let me see. So Slack, I'm just holding on to my position. Yeah, I'm just holding on to my position right now. The chart doesn't really look that great, to be honest. But we'll see how this goes. Other than that, I've been watching some of the really beaten down stocks due to the COVID. Like a lot of retail brands, they have been beaten down. For example, Canada Goose, right? And Canada Goose is one of the premium brand, which they actually command very high margin on their products. And so if you look at the Canada Goose, it seems that we are still in a downtrend right now, and I wouldn't be jumping in right now, but I'll be watching the stock very closely, because if this particular company goes down to, I don't know, what's the market cap right now? The market cap's 2 billion? No, I don't think that's right. The market cap right now is 3.26 billion, so that's correct market cap. I don't know how this thing's 2 billion. Let me see. Oh, it is 2 billion. Oh, 3.6 that was in Canadian dollars. 2 billion is in USD. 2.4, and that is pretty cheap, I gotta say, for a luxury brand that is very popular around the world. My wife actually recently bought a Canada Goose, and it's kind of interesting that Canada Goose, they are going to raise price for all their products in September. So just like Louis Vuitton, just like Gucci, just like all these luxury brands, they actually can raise their price almost every year to at least stay ahead of the inflation. So that is something very valuable, like something that you want to look for a kind of a luxury brand, right? They can raise their price every year, and they are going to raise the price by September this year. Next month, because they can, right? Because they can, despite the demand is down, they are still going to raise their price. I think that's a very good strategy for this company, because by raising the price, for example, my wife bought a new jacket from Canada Goose because she thinks because they're raising the price by 20% in September. So if she wants one, it's better to buy it now. So you're creating demand by raising price every year, right? It's better to buy the jacket as early as possible, because in the future it's going to get more expensive, right? That's very different from electronics. Even Apple products, you don't have these kind of benefits, right? iPhone, I can wait for the iPhone. The longer that I wait, the cheaper the iPhone gets, right? So Canada Goose is definitely something I'm watching out for. I think if the economy eventually it's going to bounce back, the economy is going to bounce back. All these money printing is going to cause inflation, and eventually people are going to come back into the stores and start buying stuff. And also the winter is coming in. Right now it's in summer season, so obviously the financials for Canada Goose, who makes the winter jacket, it's not going to be pretty. And yeah, and so you had earnings. The earnings minus is negative. Had an earning recently. I haven't been watching the stock for a while, so it didn't have much reaction to the earnings. You can see that. So I think if this stock, I don't know what the market maker is gonna do. The whales in the stock, there are several whales in this particular stock, and if they can bring the price down even further to $6 or something like that, touching this trend line down there, I think this is at $6. This company is extremely attractive, and it could just go to $60 in a year and give you a 10-time return on your investment. So Canada Goose is definitely something I watch out for. I will getting at a good price. For example, if it even dips down to 14 again, I would definitely buy here. Okay, so that's all I want to talk about in terms of stock market. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency market today. So we have the Bitcoin not doing much, just consolidating here. I want to bring that into attention. Let's say Amazon. So Amazon had a similar run back in 2006. Right? It had a shakeout. I've been saying this in my video a lot. It had a shakeout, but then it is kind of a consolidating here, and then after that was how many days of consolidation? Let me just check here. That was 21 days of consolidation. Then it broke out further to the upside. So this is a almost 23 days, 21 days consolidation. So we are potentially we could be breaking out to the upside again after the consolidation. Okay, and that could be but Amazon didn't really go too far. It just test the all-time high here. So I don't know if that's gonna be the case for Bitcoin, but we'll see. And we have to watch the price action. Again, this one is a very slow cryptocurrency move compared to all the other DeFi stuff that's happening recently. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum. Where's my Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum, same thing. One thing about Ethereum, the structure is kind of different. We had the region here is slightly different. The basing structure is different because the rally here wasn't as strong. So it had a much lower level consolidation than Amazon and Bitcoin. So the market structure is different. And we have to look at Ethereum in a different way. First of all, let's bring up the Bitcoin chart. Ethereum had a much bigger rally from the bottom, and the most recent run, you can see that this is almost a 4x, actually 5x return, right? From the bottom, if you bought a 90, you are looking at a 5 times gain, and that is a hefty gain from the bottom, 5 times. Another thing you have to watch out for is that for Bitcoin, this is only right now is only a 28% gain from the consolidation level if you bought it from the bottom. A lot of people didn't really buy it from the bottom. We're talking about only 18% gain from this level from anyone who bought it from May to July. So there is really no incentive for profit taking in Bitcoin as a market participant. So for people who bought here, they only have double their money. I'm pretty sure not everyone have held on that far. And for Ethereum, that's a different story, right? For Ethereum, we're talking about in a month, this thing went up by 84% in a month. And this is a huge move from this level in such a short period of time. In contrast, this particular move, 85% move, took place for more than 3 months, right? So this one is a huge move, and I am a little bit worried here because just based on this particular move. The reason is, so let's take a look at the market structure here. One thing I was looking at is that Ethereum, you can see that if we have a VWAP from the previous high, which is the volume weighted price average, you can see that the price tried to go through the VWAP and failed once, failed twice, and 3 times we had a huge run up, right? And this is a very similar situation to, guess what, to Bitcoin. So I was looking at Bitcoin historically. Before, you can see that the Bitcoin had a similar kind of bottoming process where it kind of it came down at the bottom here, and it basically tried to go through the VWAP for a while, and eventually it broke through, right? And you can see that here. It broke through very violently, just like Ethereum right now. Okay, and this particular move right here for Bitcoin is about 80% from this consolidation region. Okay, it's about 80%, and after that it actually came down, broke apart. So if history is a guide, I would be very cautious when at this vertical move, right? Sure, this might go to 500, 600, all that stuff, but what are the risk and reward here? Especially when this price is actually touching some really heavy resistance from people who bought in the previous bull market, right? So we'll see how this goes, but I will be remaining cautious here. And if we have some sort of consolidation further here, I think this could be a distribution. Then the price could come down quite violently, just like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's all I want to talk about today, and see you next time.